And this is, and also I agree with the strategy for Brexit that the Labour Party has outlined. Let's play it, and then Griscom, I'll throw to you for some thoughts on that before we end the segment.
The Tories want to crash out without a deal, and the Liberal Democrats want to cancel the country's largest ever democratic vote with a parliamentary stitch-up. Labour will end the Brexit crisis by taking the decision back to the people with a choice of credible leave alongside Remain. That's not complicated. Labour is a democratic party that trusts the people.
There's a lot of people in the comments who will be complaining about this, but you're wrong. And you're wrong also on the merits of the politics. There's still a lot of blue-collar Labour supporters that supported Brexit that will be susceptible to the far-right appeals. So I think it was an impossible situation. He threaded it as best he could.
And, you know, again, we have to recognize as materialists that, you know, the Brexit that we're seeing right now is definitely representative of right-wing, anti-worker forces, right? So even if there are left-wing arguments to not be in the European Union, they don't exist. But this kind of fantasy, you know, in the current material situation, with this kind of fantasy that we're just going to be able to do away with democracy because it's inconvenient is such a dangerous game, and it's such an obviously anti-democratic, technocratic belief system. And it's very important that Jeremy Corbyn is making this stand here that, look, they don't want to go through with this Brexit process. They're going to bring the question back to the people rather than a small group of folks, especially when we're talking about the Lib Dems, who a lot of those folks now who are Lib Dem representatives weren't elected as Lib Dems in the first place.
A lot of them are defecting far-right Tories. And by the way, not just on all of the austerity and corporate ownership of the world. We're talking people who oppose marriage equality. We're talking about virulent xenophobes. So even the pretend brand of cosmopolitan tolerance and openness that the Lib Dems have are first of all, not genuine to their record. And secondly, totally belied by the fact that they are open-armed to any Tory defector, no matter how hard right and discriminatory their policies.
And the point is that you just do not want to empower a small group of people to be able to pull away the democratic will.
Absolutely.
You give the people the question again. It's very simple. It's a good policy.
100%. All right, more on UK next week. You just watched a Michael Brooks show video. Subscribe to get them all. Why wouldn't you? Don't be foolish. Click subscribe below and become a patron as well. Patreon.com/TMBS. Thanks, everybody.